I've been bound for 18 and a half of those 19 years. Bound just as much as any non-Christian walking the street. And for so long, I just wondered what it was that just like had a hold on me. And honestly, all that I could figure out was like the many different sins that I was caught up in. No matter what it was, there were many of them, probably all of them I was doing and taking part in. But it took me to just sit back and listen to some leaders and realize what my real problem was mind issues. And that it really starts, it's kind of a reoccurring theme here with Deontay and Kaylee when it comes to like parenting. But you know, my dad, I lived with him 6th grade on, but there just wasn't love, there wasn't emotion, there wasn't a relationship, there wasn't anything. And I think that like heavily affected me because I needed that real love, that like physical attention, that physical love that only you can get from, you know, a father. And the natural, or the spiritual, rather, of love that God can give, it wasn't enough for me. It didn't do what love from a man could give me. And so I think that I just went and did all these different kinds of sins because I was looking for love in all kinds of different forms, whether it was from a guy or whether it was from friends or whether it was drinking or whatever it was. I needed that love and attention that I refused to like allow God to just give me. And it was just a mind thing that I couldn't grasp onto the spiritual because I needed the physical so much. But when we went to the ramp, I don't know what it was, but there was just a power of God there that was so strong that really just took over me, and it made me, you know, less conscious of, you know, how I praise and how I worship, and I began to really start getting free and really start worshiping Him. Karen Wheaton had us come up front, all the girls who felt shameful for like the things that they've done. Because a lot of it was that I was feeling so horrible about myself and the mistakes that I made. And I went up there and it really felt better. I wasn't ashamed of myself anymore for the things that I did. And that really helped me just move on from those things. And when we were at camp, Amika prayed over me, and you know, it was just that I was refusing to listen because I thought that I had my own ways figured out, and I thought that I knew exactly what I was doing, and I would justify my actions because my mind would just trick me. It had such a hold on me. And when I was at camp, it was a different experience for me because I'm used to camp just being like, you know, crazy and the spirit moving, but it was silent. And for the first time, that's what I really needed, was just that one-on-one relationship with God. And in that, I was able to tell Him, you know what, God, I love you so much. And I was really that intimate relationship that I never had with Jesus because I was too busy trying to fill it with other things. I finally decided that day to be intimate with Jesus. And ever since that day that I was intimate, He has given me a passion and a heart for people that I never had before because I was so concerned with myself. But when I gave up myself, I decided that it didn't matter about me and what I wanted to do because all that matters is His kingdom and seeing people just change their lives for Him. And I'm more excited and I'm more passionate about that. And you know, I've just listened to leadership, and there's still some areas that I am working on, but I would never ever be satisfied. That was another thing that I just thought I was satisfied with where I was at. Well, I've done this, this, and this for you, God. What about this? I've done this, I've given this up for you, but that's not what it's about. It's about a daily progression of constantly giving up things for Him. And I am doing that, and I am excited, and it's all because of leadership, stepping on my toes, telling me things I didn't want to hear, but all the while, kind of what Tommy's saying, really I was crying out for them to give me discipline, to tell me what I needed to do, because I wasn't going to do it on my own. And it was God speaking through them, and it wasn't control, it's not anything like that. They truly care about where our lives end up and where we go in our future, and that's so awesome to me because they actually take time to get on their face and pray for us. And I appreciate every single one of my leadership. I appreciate everyone in this church. I appreciate even the small text messages saying, hey, I'm praying for you. Catherine, thank you for that. Just little things like that just mean so much to me, just to know that you guys are thinking about us and you really have a heart to see us just live our lives for God. And I appreciate every one of you.